Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, ya boy, and this week we're doing something a little bit different. Instead of the normal thought-provoking content I'm sure most of you are used to, this week we're taking a deep dive. This week we're taking a look at Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho, and we're going to see which one was the better anime, and which one stands the test of time. Now before we get started, I need you to go ahead and hit that like button if you've seen Yu Yu Hakusho or DBZ, which I know you have. So you're going to smash that like button for me. Or you're going to dislike the video if you hate my stupid face. I also need you to comment down below and tell me which one you think is the better anime and which one still holds up after almost 30 years. Wow, it's been a very long time. So without further ado, let's jump right in. This week I'm joined by my boy, Leo Saravia, and Talking Shots co-creator, Grass the Kid. Let's jump right in.
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Crass. I know it's been a minute. I know you guys miss me, but we're back with a brand new Talking Shots video, and we're finally gonna lay to rest something that has been on everyone's mind. Something that if you're a real anime head, you have asked yourself before. Which is better, DBZ or Yu Yu Hakusho? So I'm here with my esteemed panel of, a judge, I guess, and my debatee.
My name is Leo. I'm here on the side of Yu Yu Hakusho, as you can tell through my Zoom profile in the back. You have a big head for no reason. And I'm here to, just talk about how Yu Yu Hakusho is revolutionary and the best anime in the world, and people who think DBZ is the best are just blind and sheeple, you know?
Yeah, all right. And just contrarians who think like Yu Yu Hakusho just because it's like, oh, it's old too. Oh, it has martial arts. Yeah. What martial arts where you shoot a f***ing spirit light out of your finger?
He has to do stuff to get to the part where he can
he has to die. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. How many times has Goku died? How many?
Yeah, but he comes back.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
That's how you know which one's better. People die and come back.
So let's go ahead and start off this debate with a very crucial point to any anime, and that's its story. In particular, its arcs. So between DBZ and Yu Yu Hakusho, which one had the better arcs?
Let's compare the lowest of the low arcs. So in DBZ, I think there's no question in anybody's mind that Buu Saga is absolute garbage. That could be a debate on its own, but it's stupid, it's boring, it's useless, and the worst arc in Yu Yu Hakusho is definitely the Demon King arc at the end.
Yep.
Because of how it's one really short, it feels really rushed. But we get to close off a lot of things in Yu Yu Hakusho, so it's still pretty darn good.
First off, well, okay, let's be completely fair. Even the worst arc was still watchable. We still had a cool villain with a cool design. Yeah, you know what? It was slow. Yeah, it was not the best arc, considering that most people go straight from, Perfect Cell arc to that. Unless, I don't know, I guess they watched some of the filler arc stuff. But Buu is still one of the most memorable villains of any anime ever.
Memorable, yeah, I guess I agree. I mean, obviously everybody remembers Boo, but in the long run, that arc was just so long and it was just boring at a lot of points. I remember even as a kid that when the Boo Saga was going on, that I just didn't care at one point. I remember
fusions don't turn you on, huh?
The fusions were great, but how long did we have to wait to get there? You know, and I was.
We have other great characters. We had Super Saiyan 3. You got to take your time for that shit.
It's long and
we have Giant King Man Brow, Goku, the best Goku, and that's the strongest form that's canon.
Yeah. We get the classic. This is beyond Super Saiyan.
Exactly.
And I agree that.
And any arc, and I'll say this just to go off what you were just saying, but I think any arc in DBZ has been made into a meme.
Yeah. I mean, DBZ.
Exactly, because it's good.
DBZ sagas are memes because, everything takes 1,000 episodes and everyone knows that meme.
Yeah.
Boo. I mean, but the thing about the Boo saga is I feel like we really just wasted a lot of time. And we got, I guess, a decent payoff, you know, when we get the fight between Boo and Goku at the end. But
Yes.
it's so drawn out. It's so long. And like I said, like even as a kid, I remember just like not watching it until the absolute end, until like the Patara rings, I think, came back in.
Oh yeah, the earrings.
But yeah, I thought that was super cool. That's when I started watching again, and also I wanted to see the ending. But at least in Yu Yu Hakusho, we didn't have a drawn out ending that had to keep going and going to make everyone go, oh my god, I love it so much, we have to keep watching it, blah blah blah, let's milk it for all its freaking teat out of the freaking cow. But we got to the ending, and it was the ending versus
well,
them
DBZ
milking
was so
something.
good. DBZ was so good. They had, you know, why not milk it if it's fucking, you know, making money? It's a cash cow.
Yeah, okay, it was a cash cow, but it's like what happens with cash cows become soulless products, and that's what it felt like at the end. It felt like a soulless product that we just they had to milk. Versus,
I mean, again, like
Hakusho.
I feel similar ways, to be fair, about GT. Like I was not. I mean, there was cool parts in GT, but the fact that a lot of people don't, you know, like it. For like that's what Z.
Yeah, I don't care for the GT memes of like, oh, GT sucks, GT sucks.
Nah, it wasn't.
It was okay.
Exaggerate.
Yeah, it's like they exaggerate. Like, yeah, it wasn't good. Like, I'll be honest, it wasn't good.
It wasn't the best, but again, another one where we had some cool villain designs.
Oh yeah,
Super Saiyan 4 was dope.
Baby Vegeta's sick. But who can forget Super 17? But either way.
Yeah, it gets lit. It does get good.
It does get good, but I feel like, look, I guess we're comparing something being brought out, milked, versus something that felt rushed. And which one would you prefer? I do think that Yu Yu Hakusho's bad arc is still relatively better because we got to where we got to point A to point B with no stops in the middle. We learned something about Urameshi, that he is part demon. Spoiler, whatever, don't care.
Should have watched it by now.
You should have watched it. You should have watched it by now. You know, versus it being milked. And if I had to, if someone was like, "Hey, bro, here's $1 million. You have to watch one." You gun to your head. I'm gonna watch Yu Yu Hakusho because you know what? I'm gonna get to the ending versus being milked dry.
See, but that's the other thing, and that's where I think DBZ is actually better in a way than Yu Yu Hakusho. Because of how it's split up with the arcs and sagas, however you want to say it, you know, like Cell Saga, Boo Saga, almost any beginner could jump in almost at any point and then be attracted to it, you know, like, oh, cool, like, even though I don't know what's going on, I'm assuming these people could transform into something stronger and they beat up bad guys. Who doesn't want to watch that with dope choreography?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because this is actually one of my biggest points in Yu Yu Hakusho where I think it's better. So you say they transform and we see them, right? When they transform, we physically don't see it unless it's hair or whatever. In Yu Yu Hakusho, every saga that happens, whether it's the Spirit Detective Saga into the Dark Tournament, into Sensui slash like the whatever the doctor thing is called, whatever the heck, and into the demon arc at the end, we see Yusuke physically change. You see this boy get cut and ripped and jacked, and so does Hiei, so does Kuwabara, and so does Kurama. Versus in Dragon Ball Z, we just see hair, and that's it. We physically see these people change and become men and stronger people and strong, and like the character development in all of them in all the sagas are really strong. Also, Dark Tournament Saga is the greatest saga of all time.
The thing about all those forms in Dragon Ball Z, it's supposed to be like a milestone for the viewer. Like, oh, I've seen Goku train. Like, he's beating all these people's asses. Where it really is supposed to show is in the difference in choreography, like how much better of a fighter Goku's movement, or whoever, let's just say, I don't know, Big Buff Trunks Super Saiyan 2 or whatever, you know, like Super Duper Saiyan 2, whatever that's called. Those are supposed to be milestones for the viewer. And a lot of the grandioseness, a lot of the oh, that's what makes this dope, is in the details of the forms. Like Super Saiyan 1 to 2, the transformation for 2 is way more memorable than the actual form, but that's how they did it, you know? Like, they're like, oh, you know, something above Super Saiyan, boom, Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 3 was dope because then you have an even more bigger abundance of the electricity that comes with Super Saiyan 2. Regardless, I still think that the way that they paced it out was good with the different transformation, like the different addition of forms, and the fact that they have characters like Vegeta, whose like entire overarching storyline is that he's trying to get as strong as Goku, and that pushes him to do shit that he should never have been able to do, like Goku.
Well, look at Kuwabara. You know, he's chasing after Yusuke, and he finds out that he's spiritually awakened, that he can summon the spirit sword and all that stuff. And there's an episode where he can't even summon the spirit sword anymore, and he has to learn and grow from that. So, yeah, there's a comparison there with Goku and Urameshi and Yusuke and and Kuwabara and Vegeta. But again, we physically see it in Yu Yu Hakusho versus in DBZ, where it's just the hair growth, the static, the aura, whatever. You see these people grow into actually more fit and stronger characters, and the little subtleties in that is like, I feel like way more detail in it compared to DBZ.
Yeah. Like more pronounced.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because like God, like, you know, let's both agree. You know, when they go Super Saiyan, it's fucking sick. God, who didn't go outside in their backyard and just trying to, you know, go Super Saiyan themselves?
And you work towards achieving it, you can do it.
But now that as an older man that I am, who will appreciate a fine wine,
a fine wine,
a fine wine, you know,
a nice wine,
oh, nice wine. I'm noticing in Yu Yu Hakusho, the little subtleties are just so much more important that I want to see more of. Like I think every year now at this point, someone releases an article saying new Yu Yu Hakusho episodes, and you know what? Every year I tear up a little, hoping that that's actually gonna happen. Versus in Dragon Ball Z, we have Super, and
Super is good.
It's all right. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I definitely think. There's little things about it that I'm not a huge fan of, but there's cool things. Goku Black is awesome.
Goku Rose.
Mm-hmm.
He's a bad guy.
Of course, they wouldn't be shown in series without some fight scenes in them, and Yu Yu Hakusho and DBZ are known for some of the best fight scenes in anime history. So between the two, which one had the best fight scenes?
This is where, like I don't know what... if you're editing this, Mike, I really hope you find the one I'm talking about. Every time I talk about good fight scenes in Yu Yu Hakusho, I have to go with Yusuke versus the Surgeon. This is like the third arc in the series, and it's when Yusuke is trapped in a hospital with a person that when he slices and dices you, you're dunsies, bro. You're dunskies. And that is hands down. We see Yusuke in the flyest fit he's ever been in, number one. And number two, we see one of the greatest, like, artistic fight scenes compared to like Cowboy Bebop fight scenes. Like, it is out of this freaking world. Yes, I love DBZ fight scenes. I remember watching them as a kid. But guess what? Now I'm an adult, and Yu Yu Hakusho fight scenes are just way better. Surgeon versus Yusuke. How many else? Freaking Hiei versus Bui. Like, we're actually getting fight scenes versus just yelling at the freaking because I want to win, and because I'm yelling it's louder than you, I win the fight. No, man, that's whack. I want more. So yeah, that's why I prefer. I think Yu Yu Hakusho fight scenes are just hands down way better. Like, we see more. There's that art style, man. The Yu Yu Hakusho art style, freaking sick with it, bro.
The first fight, Goku Piccolo against Raditz. Tell me that shit didn't blow your mind. The first
I'm literally had to force myself to not stop yawning when you said that. I literally had to be like, I can't yawn.
That is such a good fight.
No,
that is what
it's
I'm talking
not.
about. Because you can't start bitching and start saying, oh, well, the only good fights happen when they're in Super Saiyan and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
No, it was good then. And that was a good fight because that's where you see Piccolo kill Goku.
Yeah, I guess, but even then, I would not even consider that a good fight. Now, I'm trying to think of a fight that's, like you just said right now, that's good without it being Super Saiyan. And
the movies.
Yeah, that's, I guess the best ones would be any of the movies.
Yeah. I mean, if we're talking, I don't want to jump in too much into Dragon Ball because, you know, it's Dragon Ball Z against Yu Yu Hakusho. But Dragon Ball also had some crazy choreography.
Dragon Ball had way better choreography and stuff like that. And but yeah, I don't know. I definitely wouldn't even consider Raditz versus Piccolo and Goku a top fight. I don't know. I definitely snooze fest.
I thought
I
it was
would
so
rather
sick.
I would rather bring up freaking like Nappa versus
Double
like,
Sunday.
like all of them. Oh my, Double Sunday, these nuts. Like
Vegeta versus Goku 1.
yes, okay, that's a good fight. That's fine.
Vegeta
Okay,
versus Goku 2.
wait, what? Which one would be that one?
Near the end of, I think it's in the Buu saga. They fight again.
Oh, that okay. Again, you just talked about the worst saga in the whole series. So
Doesn't matter. It has a good Goku Vegeta fight.
Yeah, you know what? That is pretty good. I'll give you that. But you can't. I feel like you just lost this because like you can't bring up Raditz and Piccolo and Goku. Like that was very very whack. That was very.
To me, it's a really really good fight. It's really well paced. You don't have to wait for them to charge up because that's what you were just complaining about. Oh, not just them screaming for whatever.
Yeah, but even then, it's like it was boring. Like Vegeta, at least Vegeta versus Goku. Fine, I'll give you that. That was really good. That's a really good fight. Goku versus the Ginyu Force.
That's another good one.
Those are good. There's no powering up really, So I'll give you that as well. But when we see like there's no powering up in like I can only think of literally one power up scene in Yu Yu Hakusho, which is when Hiei has to use the Curse of the Black Dragon to kill somebody, and he literally four stocks him in that tournament like right then and there. Dude literally just goes ah! That's it. He's done. We don't even see him ever again. That dude becomes freaking barbecue chicken, bro. He's done.
But so I don't know how you're hating on whatever. I'm not gonna muddle on the whole freaking Raditz Goku fight. There's so many. Every arc has like at least one or two memorable fights that are extremely good to the point that you could tell it's influenced so much other shit.
It's now that you bring this up, you bring it up again. So I was watching this podcast that it's two dudes who have never seen Dragon Ball Z ever before, like in their lives, watching it from beginning to end. I heard the podcast from beginning to end, and I remember obviously I've seen Dragon Ball Z. I know what happens. I know the story. When they meet Raditz, the first thing they say in the podcast is, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a badass. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to see where this Raditz guy goes." And when they're disappointed that he gets shreked and destroyed that fast, like I don't know.
Goku and Piccolo are strong. Piccolo's freaking a Demon King's son.
We don't have that in Yu Yu Hakusho. We don't have a guy who gets scooped up.
You don't have a Demon King?
There's a Demon King.
No, okay. Yeah,
but,
all right. I wonder who did
there's
it
no
first.
there's no episode of Yu Yu Hakusho where the dude's like, all right, let's wrap it up, bro. Get your controller. I'm punching controller, dog. Grab your fight stick, get out of here, bro. You're done. It's a wrap. We have episodes of fights versus that, something like that. Like, that's very weak.
You're weak.
Your mama.
Switching gears for a second, we know both these shows had some absolute bangers, but which one had the better music?
This one's tough, I think, in my opinion, because honestly, like, Loki obviously being a music man himself and knows good taste in music. Me, also having good taste in music. They both have bangers. Like, both have bangers. And there's so many different DBZ themes.
Yeah. That's one thing where I'm kind of happy that there's a difference between the Japanese and the American one, but they're both good.
Yeah. And in Yu Yu Hakusho, there's really only one, opening, and
it's good though.
It's fire. It's fire. It's like city pop music, bro. It slaps. Like it's just super good.
Yeah, but for me, I'm just saying, man. Like Dragon Ball Z. I would say Dragon Ball Z.
I honestly I don't even think I can fight like this one. It's tough because when I was a kid, you best believe I'm listening to the DBZ theme on repeat all day, every day. But now I'll be like, oh, let me play like an anime song. What am I putting on? Maybe I'll put on some Dragon Ball Z. Then I'll mix it in with some Yu Yu Hakusho. It's all good. It's all good music, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say also, freaking like one thing about DBZ is that it's so incredibly memorable. Like at least when it comes to experiences with the show. Same thing with Yu Yu Hakusho because I remember watching it as a kid and tons of scenes stick out. But in DBZ, I remember one of like the most awesome moments was staying up late. So once midnight hit, that they would show DBZ with
uncut,
the theme
right?
song. Yeah, uncut. That was tight as hell.
Yeah,
and that alone, I'm sure dozens of people, hundreds, thousands, whatever. I went through the same shit.
yeah, I remember being a kid coming home from school, turning on to TV, and it's Dragon, who's the dragon? You know, and I still remember those songs.
Remember Dragon Ball Z on what was it, WB that they had
Yeah.
for a while?
Mm-hmm. They had, like, I think it was Linkin Park who sang that song. I don't even, or I think that's what everyone said, and everyone's like,
Oh
yeah.
no, it wasn't Linkin Park. The other one is oh no, wait, Dragon Force was for Pokemon.
but both themes are really good, and all the DBZ, there's no bad DBZ theme. Even the GT theme slaps, bro. I'll say it, bro. I don't give a damn. Freaking, it's the Grand Tour, the Grand New Dead. Like, that just slaps, bro. I don't know. I think both themes are super good, and it just depends. Like I you know what? I'll give it this. I will listen to every Dragon Ball Z theme in the gym versus like the Yu Yu Hakusho theme.
Exactly.
But when I got the female over, I'm gonna play the Yu Yu Hakusho theme, so she could be like, "Oh, what is this?" I'd be like, "You don't know?"
And then she's like, "Wait, this isn't DBZ."
Yeah, I'll be like, "You don't know? You never heard of this before?" Like, let me put it up for you, baby. Near or far. That just slaps.
It does slap, especially if it drops out of nowhere. Yeah.
I don't know where to go.
All right, what's better, Yu Yu Hakusho or Rurouni Kenshin opening theme?
Oh, that's a good one, because those are actually very comparable. That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Oh,
they remind me of each other.
You know, this one I want to ask Chris, because Chris loves both of those. Chris is the guy for that one. But I think I would go
towards Kenshin.
Really?
I lean a little bit towards
I think I'm like, those, since that's a good comparison on that one. I think I would choose Yu Yu Hakusho.
Because they sound like they're very
similar.
Very
yeah, they're both very upbeat, and they both don't, like, you wouldn't hear that song and expect the anime you're watching.
Yeah, exactly. What I would have given to be a rapper in the 90s who only made anime theme songs.
Oh, dude, yeah. If I could work on like an anime theme song, it would definitely like be in the 90s. Whether it's like
the only other one is the American the Funimation what is it? No, the 4Kids One Piece dub.
Oh, dude, I
would give my left hand for that to be me who had made that song.
Oh my God, Chopper's doctoring, yayo, oh.
Prepare for One Piece. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to be honest. I think both theme songs are really good, and any of the DBZ songs are really good.
Yeah. Background music. Well, which do you think has better, like during fights and stuff?
You know what? I have to give it a DBZ. Like, it's even in like Dragon Ball Z Kai, they really like to use like the older music, like from Dragon Ball, and that's really good too. And
I do like Yu Yu Hakusho's a good amount. Like it's good. It obviously always fits the fight and the ambiance. Because Yu Yu Hakusho is a bit more horror-ish as compared to DBZ. You know?
Oh yeah. I agree. It's just I think the DBZ ones, like I can think of all the background fight music in DBZ versus Yu Yu Hakusho. So I think I would give it to DBZ, I guess. If that's the case.
There's no doubt that both of these shows are absolute classics, but which one had the bigger impact on not only anime lexicon, but pop culture as a whole?
That's tough, because sadly, as much as I hate to say it, it's gonna be DBZ. You know, everyone knows DBZ. I have a friend who has only seen 5 animes in his life, and one of them is DBZ. Like, people watch it. Everyone knows it. Everyone. It's history. Like literally. Like people love Toriyama. You know, he's done so much, and he made Goku, who's like wasn't he like one of the faces of the Olympics or something like that? Like with Pikachu.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like
Japan be doing that.
Japan do be doing that. So long. But I recently rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho maybe like a year ago, and I do feel like if you haven't watched it, or at least rewatched it as an adult, because like I feel like most people watch Yu Yu Hakusho on Toonami when they were like in elementary school, so they didn't understand. Besides like cool fights and demons and stuff, I think you'll grasp and take a lot more from Yu Yu Hakusho. I do love DBZ, so don't get me wrong here, but I feel like DBZ is you're not grabbing enough. Like Dragon Ball, that's up there of like things you should rewatch as an adult because you'll grab and take so much and learn so much from it. DBZ, I don't feel that way, but the historical impact it makes for anime watchers, for nerds, and the culture of like geek, whatever the geek culture that we have going on, DBZ will stand the test of time. And I feel like nine heads like me, freaking huge brains, they'll know about Yu Yu Hakusho, and that's the one that you'll take more out of, in my opinion.
Nine head. I thought Leo was talking about his up heroin. So, all right. So, okay, I actually do agree with Leo in exactly what he said regarding which should go in which category. So, which is more historically, important to like anime in general and like pop culture, geek culture, all that stuff. Obviously, it's DBZ. Like Goku is like as well known as Superman. Like even people who don't watch anime are just like they remember DBZ and Sailor Moon most of the time.
Yeah.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say this, in my opinion, DBZ has not aged well because it's so slow now. Back in the day, since it was so new, I think we were much more apt to, just sit through and watch even the filler episodes.
No, you're 100% correct because like I can't watch DBZ anymore right now. I have to watch Kai if I want to relive.
Cut
like,
out the filler,
stuff.
Go straight to the good fights. There's just so much like time padding, and I will agree 100%. Way too much time padding. Like I'm glad Kai came out because it's an example of all the shit that they could have cut, like off rip. But it's part of the experience. Regardless, I will also agree that Yu Yu Hakusho is way better, like for you to watch as an adult. I have not watched it in a long time. I think I watched it. My last time rewatching it was maybe when I was like a teenager. Like
that's still
14,
good because
15.
you were a teenager. You had a brain. You going to comprehend, and you've always been a smart, intelligent person. So the depth that Yu Yu Hakusho.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The depth that Yu Yu Hakusho has.
So, but yeah, I personally, I fuck with Yu Yu Hakusho heavy. The designs are so cool. The fights are really good. It just ends up being that DBZ is bigger, but and it's way more memorable, and like it's like a collective thing. Like when everybody was watching Breaking Bad or everyone who's seen like, I don't know, Game of Thrones, it's something that we could all talk about in like a group area when you're bringing up DBZ, like, oh, blah blah blah. Even if you've never seen it, you at least know, like, oh, my brother saw it, oh, my cousin was super into it, I still collect the figurines,
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing that just makes DBZ so important in general.
Yeah, definitely. DBZ definitely, like, it's gonna stand the test of time, man. If I go to Barnes and Nobles right now, you best believe I'm gonna see the fat manga books of DBZ still,
Yep.
and it's gonna be hard for me to find a copy of Yu Yu Hakusho, like it's amazing what it's done for the culture of that we have now of pop culture, geek culture, all that stuff. Like it's gonna stand the test of time. Like I don't know how more I can say that, but Yu Yu Hakusho is
the impact.
9 head, bro.
Yeah,
Yu Yu Hakusho fucking 9 head, bro.
Because think about all the other anime that came out around that time on Toonami. There's tons that people even forget were even on Toonami.
Ronin Warriors, Rurouni Kenshin, Knights of the Zodiac, which another one people sleep on. People don't even know about Knights of the Zodiac. And Knights of the Zodiac is, I haven't watched it all the way through, but it's probably better than DBZ as well. Like it's just so, it's that one has a lot of depth to it too with the fucking star signs and all that stuff. DBZ just, there's something about it that really, like, everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can see gold hair and be like, oh, DBZ,
because it was something I think that just also at the time, like, I mean, anime had still been a thing since like the 80s, but it really jumped in popularity when DBZ came out. And dude, even my cousins who live in Dominican Republic were ahead, because it was even popular over there. Like they were watching GT when we were still getting episodes of Z like on a daily basis over here.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I remember staying in Nicaragua and seeing episodes of Boo Saga when like we were still in Cell Saga and seeing even like GT stuff as well. But like I thought it was like something else. Like I didn't even know what the fuck it was. I was like, what is this? But It's it's just Goku, man. People fucking love Goku, man. Like I don't know. I love Goku. I have a DBZ tattoo on my fucking leg. I also have a Yu Hakusho tattoo on my finger, but you know. It's
the DBZ one came first, so clearly that's the winner.
No, the Yu Yu Hakusho one was first, actually.
Oh, well, you're a loser. It doesn't matter. Your opinion does not matter.
Oh my god.
Debate done. I win. Good try.
No. He said he won, therefore I lost, right?
GG's. Easy.
Fuck.
But I mean, at the end of the day, I would still recommend anybody who hasn't gone back and watched Yu Yu Hakusho in a while to go watch it.
Yeah, that's definitely something I feel like anybody who watches this can take from it. Is we've all rewatched DBZ fights and DBZ scenes or DBZ episodes. How many of you have actually
AMVs.
or AMVs? Yeah, bro. But how many of you have sat down and actually rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho? Like,
have you ever just watched a Yu Yu Hakusho AMV so that you can hear Crawling by Linkin Park play and these good fights?
Oh my god! No, I actually watch AMVs of Yu Yu Hakusho, but it's actually playing old school RuneScape music.
That's actually really funny. Like when people upload RuneScape montages to Pornhub.
Oh my god, yeah.
So we've had an incredibly interesting debate. However, there can only be one true winner. And of course, we all know the best anime, Hajime no Ippo.
I like watching boxing animes and mangas from the fucking 80s. I like Hajime no Ippo. I like Tyson. He would kill no Ippo.
Okay. Yeah. Tyson has ever dealt with a Dempsey roll, bitch. Yeah. Watch Haikyuu and then talk to me, bro. I'm a fucking 10 head right now. You're a 2 brain right now, okay?
All right, bye.
So there you have it, an amazing debate between two quintessential anime from the 90s. But the discussion doesn't stop there. Tell us what you think down below, and tell us which one you think is the better anime, Dragon Ball Z or Yu Yu Hakusho. Of course, if you like the video, you can give us a thumbs up, and if you like what we do, you can consider supporting us on Patreon. We have a Discord where we talk about anime, movies, all the fun stuff, and sometimes we just stream and hang out and do all the cool stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube things for the algorithm. I'm Mike Dangerous, and this is Talking Shots.